Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Westby. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC. As we're up and running, we've got the basketball game going on. It's the Lacrosse Aquinas Blue Gulls. As they come to town, we look forward to a rather interesting dandy ball game here, not only for the JV, but at 5:30 for the varsity as well. Joining me today, Dan Grass, helping out, going to be keeping the score and helping with the insight of today's basketball game. Dan, welcome aboard.
Well, thanks, Ken. Good to be here.
I tell you what, it just seems like a year now. Oh,
Right?
oh my goodness! I tell you what, it's been a long time coming, and I really appreciate you being here as we watch a steal taking place here right now, and a nice layup attempt. That was number 20 in Maddie Murphy coming up with the steal on the Norseman, and that's the first points on the board now for either team. Coming right back on a shot, Westby not able to get that one to drop, able to dig the ball out. That was 23 here in Audra Johnson. And they'll reset. Here is Nelson. Megan with the shot, no good. Rebound coming away, winds up into the hands of Kennedy Brigham, and she's fouled.
Good job by Westby there, trying to match the Aquinas scrappiness. It's going to be a different kind of game than last night for the JV squad and the varsity as well. I mean, the Aquinas is going to bring it on both ends, and
you know,
yeah, they're really going to have to take care of the ball.
I like the scrappiness part on that. You're right,
Absolutely.
because they will come after you. You're true to the word on that. Well, here comes Hebner. She will track down a loose ball and bring it back here on the near sideline. All of a sudden, she's trapped, and bounce pass back into Kennedy. Brigham will go to Nelson. Nelson comes back out to Denali, and they'll turn around. There's a block. Might be not only a block, but it looks like maybe the follow-through is going to be a foul here. Kenzie Stelner looking to try and put that one up and in. Well, I'm trying to check here. I want to get to the Westby School District and check and see. I was told everything was looking good on the YouTube site. So I'm just trying to do that a little bit here. Not that I need to hear it myself. I just like seeing it to make sure in my own mind that we're up and running. You know?
Right.
But Nathan King was down here earlier, and actually I guess I did see it on his computer. So I know we're good. But it's it's one of those like the show me stage. I'm not from Missouri, but there's quite the running shot there. Was that number 4?
I thought, yes, it is 4. I was going to say 2, but my vision isn't all that good anymore. So Danica Silcox at the bucket.
Well, even with my glasses, Dan, I sometimes wonder if I shouldn't be getting the prescription changed a little bit. Here comes another steal and another layup. That was 20 in Murphy once again. That's her second steal and layup. She has 4 of the 6 points for Aquinas. Here's Johnson with a nice move back inside to Hebner, and her shot, she's fouled on the floor, so that shot will not count.
Yeah, and Aquinas is showing that they are going to trap whenever they can, and Westby's just going to have to be strong, take care of the ball, and try to draw fouls. And that's
one of the things there's a shot, no, rebound, put back up and in by Kennedy Brigham. One of the things talking with Brian Hebner last night, about today's game a little bit, we were just kind of talking about how the Blue Golds have been over the years, the most recent years, obviously, and they scrimmaged, and I didn't know that.
Yep.
A couple weeks ago or a week ago?
I think it was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, and it was one of those. I don't think too many people got to witness it, so we don't really know what went on.
Well, the one thing that Brian told me was, because I asked him, I was like, well, how did it go? And he said, it's hard. He goes, it's hard to say because they never pressed us. And he goes, but I expect to see a press tonight.
Oh, right. I think for years now, Aquinas, that's been they have a lot of athletes, and they use them, and the ball handlers are going to be tested tonight for sure.
Yeah, they use them quite extensively, I think, when it comes to that. You're right.
And not that I knew Aquinas well in the previous years, I just know that they were one of the best teams in the state at any level. And they've lost a ton.
Right.
But there's still a lot of talent there.
Well, and I heard, of course, here's a drive, and of course we can talk about that when the varsity's up and running. But Macy Donarski, she is every bit as good as her sister.
I don't know if it's fair to make those comparisons, Ken, because Lexi was one of the best high school players maybe to ever come out of this state.
Absolutely,
really. And,
yeah.
But she's a sophomore and she already has a Division I offer. That says something. She is very, very, very good. I'm sure she doesn't mind the comparisons to her sister, but I think she's probably her own player. And
yes.
And those are pretty big shoes to fill.
Absolutely. Well, let's see. Silcox, she got 1 of 2 during that series of the free throws, and now back out in front 7-4. Westby with the shot, no good. A long rebound, and Denali Hebner able to track that down. Take a look, a bounce pass inside. Boy, a great pass there, Dan.
That was. I thought Hebner was going to get herself in a little bit of trouble, kind of dribbling where Aquinas really likes to trap, but she was able to dribble through it and made an excellent bounce pass feed to Stelner for the layup.
So Kenzie with the bucket, and now we take a look here. Let's see who we have in. This is Tamaya Robson, number 10. She's right here in the corner with the ball, handling over on that far side. That might have been Silcox. A shot up, no good. That was that 23 or 30? 33.
33.
In Naomi Cole. Now Cole takes the ball away, picks up a steal. She'll slow things down with Hebner guarding her. Now they'll drop back a little bit further on the defensive side. Quite a move by Cole. That time the ball doesn't go their way, and tracking it down, that was Johnson.
I thought the last possession, Nelson had the right idea there, trying to dribble through that trap. She makes those are the kind of passes right there that in a lot of games you can make safely, and against this Aquinas team, you're gonna have to be a lot more sure of your passes,
right? Yeah,
and not telegraph them quite as much.
Robinson picked up the steal and the layup on the left side here. And it's 9-6. Go ahead, man.
That was a nice job by Brigham there. That middle person is so important when you get trapped on the top. She's got to be strong, and keep the middle defender on her back, and be available to get the ball there, because it's a lot harder to trap the middle of the floor than it is the edges, and that middle is so important.
The Norsemen get the ball in, and there's going to be a big body foul right there.
Yeah. And Westby so far has done a great job of attacking the press. They have a few turnovers, but it's going to be expected. But they're not backing down. They're handling it well. They're not getting pushed around.
Out of bounds. That was number 23 and Alyssa Brickson. The foul in the previous play was on Sydney Emnuth, maybe. And now we're going to get a timeout here on the floor. Let's take a break ourselves. We'll take a look at some of those sponsors, and we'll return in just about 30 seconds. Maybe we'll go. We'll see. We're trying here. Sometimes my little DVD player, I think, is getting old like me. And maybe that's the case. We'll have to start all over again. But anyway, so back here with Dan Grass. And Dan, I tell you what, we have got a good game coming up here down the road with the varsity side of things to start at 5:30. What are we seeing right now with both teams that we maybe will see on the varsity side?
Well, I think Aquinas is showing that how they like to play. I think the varsity, like you said, Coach Hebner mentioned before, I think they're going to probably bring it to more of a three-quarter court press style to try to get more backcourt traps. And Westby's going to have to deal with their pressure. If they can deal with their pressure and get good looks, they have a chance to stay in the ball game.
Well, back we come now to live. And there's that pressure that you talked about.
Yeah, and I know on the varsity level, I believe Aquinas I think they put up 90 points against Arcadia last night. So and they get a lot of it off of their press.
Yeah,
it's all about how you handle their pressure. I think.
Was it like 92 to 23?
It wasn't close. I don't know what it was. Yeah,
pretty rough. Yeah, it was an ugly score. I know that. Well, we got ball going out of bounds, or did we have a foul? We had a foul.
Foul on Westby. Foul on Westby's shot. That was Silcox again.
Man, she just lighting things up. Well, the foul was on Johnson. That's Audra's second. Now Westby with Hebner bringing the ball down the court. Bounce pass over here to the near side. And Hansen, that was nice to see Whitney last night. She picked up a couple of free throws on the varsity and got a nice round of applause from teammates and fans as well.
Yeah, this kind of game, Whitney Hansen is one of those players. She goes 100%, 200% of the time, yeah. And she's not going to back down from any of this. That's for sure.
There we go. Now there was Hansen. Oh, the bounce pass picked off, and nice play by Denali Hebner, tipping the ball away. On that breakaway, that was number 14 in Charlie Gauger, and it looked like Charlie was going to have an easy layup, but then Hebner, she used some of that track speed and caught up in a hurry. Lob pass back out to the top of the key here with Brickson. And now we're going to get a jump ball situation. Good tie up here with the Norsemen stepping in when they needed to. And we'll go back here to Aquinas, though.
Well, Norsemen have played an excellent half-court defense so far. I'm not sure how many, just a couple of jump shots they've given up. The rest of it has come off of fast breaks there. So defensively, Westby's really holding their own.
Well, I agree when you think about that. Score's 12-6, but it's those fast breaks that you talked about, that those steals that have come along. There's a double dribble situation, a turnover, kind of an unforced turnover there, not unlike something that Aquinas would do.
Well, yeah, I think at this level too, at the JV level, they're teaching their kids to play fast, and I think she just got a little ahead of herself there. She got that steal and was looking to go and went a little too fast.
Here's a shot up by Hebner. That's going to go well off the mark to the left side, out of bounds. Hansen trying to save it, but that ball was way out. So it's going to come down. We're at the 9:42 mark. As you can see, 12-6 score here. Aquinas will bring the ball down the court. Silcox, number 4, once again. Kind of the floor general here for the Blue Golds. Quick pass out here in this low corner, back up on that left elbow, going up to 33 and Cole. Boy, she handles the ball pretty well. Doing a nice job
she
with
does.
that. Yeah. Silcox once again. Now we're going to get a foul, offensive foul.
I believe. Extended the forearm just a little too much.
I wondered about that. Little forearm shiver going on.
Yeah.
Brigham comes out, and Brooklyn Booty will come into the game. She had a nice game last night, I thought, playing. I liked how Brooklyn showed a lot of confidence when she got the rebounds, especially on the offensive board. Boy, she went right back up.
Right.
And it's hard to teach people to do that, I think. But she showed some confidence with that. Here we are down to Nelson. Now she goes, nice bounce pass inside. That was Brooklyn with the shot. No. Rebound. And the attempt to put back up was Stelner. And we're going to get a foul here on the Blue Golds.
Yeah, just like you said, she caught that pass and knew right what to do with it. Shot didn't fall, but it was a good look, and she's got to keep taking those. And Stelner doing a good job getting position for the rebound and gets herself to the free throw line again.
Snapped the first one through. You want to do this second 9 minutes?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
Absolutely.
We'll turn it over to Dan Grass here as Kinsey Stelner looks for her second shot.
Snellman makes the free throw. She's connected on all 4 of her free throw attempts. It's 12-8 Aquinas as we're 8:50 left in the first half. Westby sitting in their 3-2 zone. Been effective so far. Half-court defense has been well.
Megan Nelson impresses me too with her quickness. She has a very, very quick first step here, Dan.
Yep. And those are the kind of shots Westby is hoping Aquinas is going to take, especially with their feet on the line. It doesn't even have been a 3, but good defensive set there. Rebounded well, and there's Booty again, just a little bit short on there. Hansen fights for the board, puts it up, misses, and this is going to be a run out unless Nelson can catch her, and she catches her, and we have a foul. Prevented the layup from going in, but couldn't stop her from attempting it. So Nelson picks up her second foul that they have on the board there. Yeah, no, first foul. They had still on the old foul. So it's a Silcox at the line, I believe. She hits the first one. Hair's too long. I can't quite see the back of the number there. It's number 4, I believe. Second free throw in the air and good. That is number 4. Puts Aquinas' lead up to 14-8 with 8:10 left in the half. Nelson brings it across the timeline. There's another pass. The middle, they're doing a great job of getting into the middle, and Booty is just, she's been right there every time. She just had not getting very friendly bounces, and Stelner picks up a foul trying to get the rebound. That's a foul you can live with, I think, if you're Coach Danes. Kenzie just being aggressive trying to get an offensive rebound. We got a 3 from the corner, and that misses. Hansen a little late on the position, but it worked out well, as the hardest ball to ever rebound is the one that doesn't hit anything. And Westby catches a break, the ball goes out of bounds. And yeah, I think I've kind of noticed here, Ken, because Westby's dealt with their pressure fairly well, they're getting a little less aggressive on their traps. Maybe it's the foul situation as well, being in the bonus. There's a good look from Booty. Hansen tried to get it to Brigham there, I think, but she was fouled before she could do it.
Yeah, she took a pretty good shot there from Alyssa Brickson. It looked like kind of rocked her off balance a little bit.
Well, she had the right idea. It looked to me like she was going to catch that and give it right to Brigham there for the layup, but foul presented. So bonus situation here for Hansen. That's the 9th team foul for Aquinas. First free throw in the air and nothing but net. So Westby's free throw shooting is keeping them right in this ball game so far.
And you can see.
I shouldn't have said it, right?
Well, we'll find out. Yep. Now, a lot of confidence being shown there by Hansen, though, with her shooting ability.
Well, 5 for 6 so far. That's still a percentage even professional teams would take. Ooh, Hansen had Hansen in the basket. Found Olsen for the little jumper. She can't get it to go. And we got a tie-up underneath. I believe it's going to stay with Westby. Or we get a foul. I think you got a foul there on Hansen there trying to get the...
Oh, is that it?
I believe it was Hansen.
And they have 20. We don't have a 25.
I think, well, we'll give him a second there to switch it to 35.
Oh,
there
you go.
Yeah, loose ball foul on Hansen. There again, another good aggressive foul trying to get an offensive rebound. You're still not in the bonus situation. Aquinas goes back to work on offense. And a little runner is going to fall short, and Booty gets the rebound. And gives to Nelson, and they're going to set up their offense.
Aquinas with 9 team fouls, so that's not something that they probably would like to see right at this juncture.
Probably not, but that's the way they play. I mean, I think they expect to get some.
Sure.
I mean, there's a good look inside. Booty can't finish. She tips that ball and tips it out of bounds. She's getting some really good looks down there.
And they're going to fall eventually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're good looks. She's not, she's not hesitating and taking them. With 6:53, Aquinas hold a 14-9 lead and timeout on the floor, so we'll take a break. Okay, and we're back here. 6:53 left in the first half. Aquinas holds a 14-9 lead. Been a kind of how we kind of expected, I think. Both teams playing very hard. Aquinas being very aggressive and getting most of their points on fast breaks and stuff. They looked around their half-court offense, and Westby's half-court defense has been fantastic so far. And they've really rebounded well too. I don't recall many second chance opportunities for Aquinas so
right.
far.
I agree. They have done a nice job with that.
And there's picture perfect defense right there. They just held their ground, and Brooklyn Booty did a nice job. Actually holding their ground, keeping their feet set, and
well, Robson had no place to go, really. Yeah.
There's an open three-pointer for Nelson, and that is all the way down and out.
Wow.
Not even. Yeah, that's the game, right?
Yeah. You know, and what a good-looking shot there too. She squared up. You could see she felt comfortable with that release, and it really showed. It was spot on. It just had a little too much English on it.
So an out-of-bounds play down low for Westby as Briggan catches the inbounds pass, and we're going to get another jump ball. Oof. Should be a jump ball. And yeah, there's Hanson. She will not back down on any of that stuff. And she's right there and keeps the possession alive here for the Norsemen.
Stuff like that can really get, it's what I call an infectious energy, with the rest of the teammates when you see somebody battling like that.
Well, Westby looking to work the ball around there. A little errant inbounds pass there to Stelner, but a little sloppy with the ball was Aquinas. Now we get a whistle.
Rickson with that steal, and then Westby with the re-steal.
There was a lot going on there. Yeah. A hard time. Anyway, we're going to get a foul on Aquinas. Briggan's going to shoot two as it's the 10th foul of the half. First one in the air and good. That foul went on Alyssa Brickson. Briggan hits the first free throw. Back rooms the second free throw. So not an empty possession for Westby there. They'll take that for sure. 14-10 as Aquinas sets up their offense. Aquinas working the ball around. Robinson on top. Gets it into the corner, trying to penetrate. Down to the corner. Silcox back to Robinson. And there's Hanson. Hanson's going to get called. Yeah, that. Well, she's just a quarter of a second late there. She gets a clean steal. And
man,
there's a lot of games I don't know if they call that a foul, Ken, but in this one, I don't. If you're Westby, I think you kind of want that to be a foul because the other team is doing the same thing.
Right,
so you know it. They're going to get another tie-up. This one's going to stay with Aquinas.
Well, Nelson just stood her ground, and that ball was right out there in front of her for the taking, and she took advantage of that.
No, I agree. I think both teams here on the JV level, I don't think Westby's going to see another team that plays as aggressive trapping defense as Silcox drives, and she gets fouled. I believe it's going to be a two-shot foul. Yeah, she stands the line. Well, back to what I was saying, Ken, I think, Westby's not going to see another team that traps and plays that kind of defense all year, and this is going to make them better. And I think for Aquinas at the JV level, I don't know that they're going to see a half-court defense better than what Westby's playing either.
Right.
So they're doing things, and Westby's doing everything right. So it's a bonus situation. That must have been the seventh foul. So I'm sorry, it was a bonus situation. She misses the front end. But Westby looking to cut into the 4-point lead here. That has been open. That's a great pass by Stelner. Briggan can't get the layup to go. But that has been open, and Westby is finding it, and they're getting good shots out of it. If they start to fall, it could end up being a long night for Aquinas, really, unless they pick it up on the turnover end, because they are really struggling to get looks. And you're going to get another tie up there. But that's right there. I mean, Westby is just everywhere on the half-court defense.
When you talk about the athleticism from a JV standpoint, I totally agree with you. Both of these teams show a bunch of student athletes out here that really kind of understand what the game is. They're doing a nice job of working whatever the defense gives that offense too.
There's a good-looking shot. Good-looking shot there by Naomi Coulee, number 33.
I would imagine these young ladies for Aquinas, if they got to go up against the varsity, they're going to get better.
Right.
And you take a look at Westby. We know the athletes out here, these young ladies, and I think even though they just saw a score go against them, I think some pretty good athletes here.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a very, very well-played JV girls basketball game right now for sure. Westby got kind of caught there, kind of sleeping a little bit on their miss. They're not used to teams maybe getting the rebound and then being able to go the length of the court like that. There's another shot in the middle that just didn't go, but it was a good look. Nelson with the rebound. She gets blocked, and Cole comes away with the ball. I believe I'm pronouncing that right.
I think so, yeah.
And there's Silcox back to the corner, and this time she drives baseline and gets tangled up in Stelner's feet and draws the foul, so she'll go to the free throw line.
Kenzie will have at least her second foul.
I believe that's her second, yeah.
8th team foul now on the Norsemen, 10 on the Blue Golds with 3:14 remaining in this half.
Misses the front end, but Aquinas able to secure the awkward rebound there. And they'll set up their half court again. A little 4-point run here by Aquinas puts their lead up to 8. We get a 3-pointer from the wing. It doesn't go, but another offensive rebound for Silcox. She looks to drive, and we might get another offense. Yep. We're going to get her again. Nelson doing a good job of keeping her family, maybe selling it a little bit. I don't know. I didn't see as much of an extension that time as the previous one.
Right.
One of those deals once you get nicked for it once.
Yeah.
So that's her second foul, both of them of that same extending her elbow variety. Stelner comes out, and I believe Heatner's back, and Booty enters the game. There's Briggan. There's a good-looking shot. It just doesn't go. Rebound for Booty, and she can't get it to go. Heatner in there battling, and I think we're going to get a foul on the rebound on Robinson. So that'll put Heatner at the line.
What I like to see with Brooklyn right now, and the reason I say this, I remember when Jill was playing down low in the post, you got to get just a very slight hesitation before you put it back up. And she is so intense on getting that ball back up. It's almost too quick. That sounds weird to say.
No, you're right. I mean, you just got to make sure you got a good handle on the basketball.
Right.
And that's, for young players, it's a little bit hard to do because you want to get it back up right away before the defense can swarm on you.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a good handle on the basketball, it's hard to make any shot. There's a nice drive by Robinson. She draws the foul.
But once she gets that little bit figured out, oh my goodness, it's going to be tough stopping her.
Yeah, she's an awful good rebounder. For sure.
She really is.
Robinson at the line misses the free throw. That was a shooting foul, so she's going to get a second one. 2:29 here left in the first half. 18-11 Aquinas. Second free throw on, and that rims out. Good board by Briggan. She looks to push it up the floor. She drives, and boy, I thought they got away with a reach there. Nelson was open, tries to get it to Briggan, who was vacating. Tries again, that one's on the floor, and Heatner on the floor. Robinson comes away with it, she's leading the break. No numbers, but Briggan catches up and makes the steal to Nelson. That was a great hustle by Briggan. Thought she was out of the play, but she came right back to it. Heatner's open for the three, she lets it go, and that rims out. We got a good rebound there for Cole. We're under 2 minutes here in the half. There's Robinson with a nice crossover and a little 15-foot runner. It doesn't go. Booty can't secure the rebound. We're going to get a jump ball. This one's going to go to Westby, I believe. Been a lot of them lately. I'm having a hard time keeping track of the arrows now. We're kind of staying with Aquinas. I must have missed one.
Again, you go back to Kennedy Brigham chasing down that ball defensively. That was just a huge play.
The three-pointer from the wing off the mark. Brigham with the rebound. Bodies everywhere. It's been kind of the half that's the way this one's going. Bodies on the floor. Here's Nelson. Oh, that's a good quick move to her left. She's going to draw the foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot a couple. That was a good move. She didn't catch and hesitate. It kind of went against the grain there, and the defender had no chance. Didn't see who the defender was.
Well, taking a look here, I guess I don't want to beat the dead horse here, but you look at Nelson with the quick feet. She got, she can get inside, even though she's one of the smaller ladies out there. Kennedy Brigham, she picks up a rebound, and she brings the ball all the way down the court herself. I mean, not too many teams are going to be able to have basically 5 players be able to bring the ball down the court.
Oh, right. And it's a product of Westby's dedication. That class, especially, I know that sophomore and the whole program. They start them young, handling the ball, and they expect everybody to be able to handle the ball. And that when you're playing a team like Aquinas, that's huge.
It's big. Yeah.
18 to 12, and got a little few too many steps before she dribbled it. I think she knew it as soon as she did it. But had the right idea, just forgot to put the ball down before her feet started moving, and Westby's going to look to cut into the lead here. 1:07 left in the first half.
If she was a quarterback, it'd be happy feet. But,
So Nelson's open for a second, gives to Brigham. That's a nice pass. Nelson's able to draw the foul. Westby's ball movement is really giving Aquinas problems, and that explains the 13 first half fouls. Westby's passing has been, for the most part, crisp. They've a few turnovers, but they're handling it very well and forcing Aquinas into situations where they pick up fouls as Nelson hits the first of her 2 free throws.
Nice to get some points on the board without the clock moving.
This is the second, 18 to 13. We're under a minute now. Robinson's going to bring the ball across half court and set up the offense. Ball goes to the wing. Cole's going to throw a 3, and she's got a very good-looking shot. That's 2 now that she's hit. That one actually goes to three-point land. They're going to have to extend on her just a little bit as she's shooting the ball well. There's a skip pass to Nelson down to the corner. There's that same cut. Didn't quite work that time. They collapsed on it well. We're going to get a jump ball. It's going to stay. Westby might have caught a break there. I don't know how much possession Nelson had, but 25 seconds left. Westby will inbound under their basket.
Yeah, Gauger did a great job of stepping down, kind of recognizing that play defensively.
Well, that's what good teams do. Westby has done that several times in a row, and they were able to. Bodie had it blocked, was able to get the shot off. Brigham got the offensive rebound, and she draws the foul.
Yeah, she got hit pretty good on that one. Bounces right back up.
Kind of thought on that block we were going to get a jump ball, too.
I did, too. I know what you're saying.
So Brigham at the line. First free throw is up. That was a good-looking shot, and it's true.
Well, thanks to all those terrific sponsors helping us out tonight. We'll see them on our little short 12-second clips. And then also we'll talk about them during the varsity. Brigham gets the second one through. Let's turn it back over to Dan.
Sure, 10 seconds now coming up. This will be probably the last possession of the half. Aquinas Robinson at the top. She's looking for somebody. Finds the middle. To Cole, we're at 1 second left, and I don't think they're going to get a shot up, and they don't. So what a half there, Ken. That was a really good half of basketball, especially on the defensive side for both teams. As Aquinas is going to take a 6-point lead, 21-15 into the locker room at halftime.
Well, let's take just a 1-minute break, and we'll give Dan a chance to kind of tally up the first half points, and let's come back and we will talk about the first half scoring. Back in just one moment. Well, back we come here at the halftime. You can see we got about just over 3 minutes to go before our second half is going to start. 21-15 your score here. Let's talk real quick before we go turn back over to Dan with the scoring of this first half. Coming up here on Monday of this next week, we'll be right back here with North Crawford Trojans as they come to town. It will be girls basketball once again, and it will be varsity only, with that varsity game to begin at 7 o'clock. We'll have that right here on Channel 7 along with the YouTube and Facebook channels here for the Westby Area School District. And then Tuesday night, again, we stay right here in the field house as the Arcadia Raiders come to town, and they will tangle. It's going to be a rumble. They're going to tangle with the Westby Norsemen on the wrestling mat. That should be a dandy matchup there. Both teams with some nice numbers once again for this 2021 campaign. So that will be just prior to the Christmas break, and then we'll have some games and events after that, and we'll get you those a little bit later. But I learned my lesson, Dan, not to go too far out, because with this COVID thing, you just never know.
You just don't know. That's for sure.
Well, let's turn it back over to you, Dan, with the scoring of this first half.
Sure. For Aquinas, they had 21 points in the first half. Danica Silcox was their big scorer. She had 8. Maddie Murphy had 4. Naomi Coe had 5. And Sydney Emineth had 2. That's the 21. For Westby, Kenzie Stelner had 6 points. Megan Nelson had 2. Denali Hebner had a free throw. Whitney Hansen had a free throw. Kennedy Brigham had 5 points. Interesting note for Westby, they only had 2 field goals in the first half.
Wow.
2, yeah, and all their other points came from the free throw line. So missed a few at the end there too, but I don't have the totals on their free throw, but they've made 11 free throws in the first half, and,
right.
And I believe they're like 11 for 16 or something, which is that's a pretty respectable number if you're Westby. They just got to get more shots to fall in there, and this is a different game.
You know, you take a look at that too. What's surprising with that, Dan, is I wouldn't have known that, wouldn't have guessed that at all. They've had some nice shots underneath. Just now that you say that, I kind of go, oh yeah, they haven't been falling. Which Brooklyn and Kennedy both have had some nice shots in there. Other ladies are trying to drive the ball and look for those layups, trying to go off the glass. But, if they can find that range.
Right, Ken, in every shot, they're getting really, really good looks, and sometimes, the switch of a half, the switch of a quarter, or, in half in this case, those shots start to fall, and they stand a real good chance to win this game.
Yeah.
They really do.
Well, let's take a last quick break here before the second half begins. We can see the teams, the Norsemen have just walked out onto the floor. We'll return in about 30 seconds. And back we come, Dan Grass along with Ken Manning as we bring you this Western Wisconsin Video Production LLC of Westby Norsemen JV basketball. And we got a dandy ball game going on right now. Maybe some missed opportunities for the Norsemen, but they're hanging tough in a 21-15 deficit here after the first half. Aquinas will take the ball to begin the second half action with that 6-point advantage, and they look for a 3 right off the bat. The ball bounces back up over the backboard, and Westby will get the turnover. Well, Dan, taking a look, what would you say the Norsemen need to do here in this second half to maybe pull out a victory?
I think they just need to start making those little 10-foot shots. They're getting a lot of them, and they're just not. And there was another one in and out. That was a 3. Yeah, they just need to start making it. I mean, they're doing everything right offensively. They're just not making enough shots to. Kennedy needs to score up there, maybe take that shot. I don't think she realized, expected to be open.
There's another 3 by Hebner. That one off the mark. Now inside pass, it's going to be Brigham with the shot. No, that's a little bit short. They kick it back out to Johnson. Johnson over to Hebner, and the defense kind of coming up to meet her. Here's Brigham with a turnaround, front of the rim, no good. Kind of spot on. It was just short.
Right? No, there's
nice steal. That ball lost on the quick pass to number 4 in Silcox. Going inside. Oh, Atlanta the Giants for Nelson. Here's a drive by Stelner, no good. Rebound into the hands of Hebner, no. And now Kennedy Brigham will put up the shot, and she's going to be fouled on the side.
Well, another thing I wanted to comment too is that Westby did a really good job of offensive rebounding in the first half, and I think they've got 4 or 5 already here in the second half. In just a minute and 25 seconds there.
No kidding. Here's a shot up front of the rim. Had a nice arch to it, just need a little more trajectory towards that bucket.
And you can look at that. You can look at that one of 2 ways. If you're getting a lot of offensive rebounds, it means that maybe you're not making as many shots as you should. But
yeah,
you still want to get them. You still want to get rebounds for
you're
sure.
Still battling, exactly. There's another turnover here, Dan.
Sloppy start to the second half for Aquinas. I kind of expected them to come out a little bit sharper. I guess I just felt that they would come out with a little more of a purpose here in the second half after the first half.
Could be such a thing as that maybe they're, I don't want to say they're surprised with the play of the Norsemen, but you know they probably haven't been in close games.
No, I don't. I'm sure you're right, Ken. I'm sure you're right. You know, and I think Westby knew what they were getting into tonight. Maybe a little bit more than Aquinas, but
right. There's a shot off the mark by Stelner, and Brigham goes down. We're going to get a jump ball situation. Brigham, again, battling so well. She's one of those kids that anybody would love to have on your team because she is going to give you so much stuff, and I think one of the more coachable people that I've seen, when she comes off the floor, I've noticed whether it's volleyball or here in basketball, looking at the coach, nodding her head, going, okay, trying to learn what needs to be done to perform even better out there.
Right. And that's one thing about this group of girls. I've watched them play. I have a daughter in that class. I've watched them play for years and years, and nobody's going to work harder than they do.
Oh, right.
It's a good bunch. They play well together, and they're going to work hard. That was excellent defense there. I don't know what we might get a block on Brigham, but she was in position.
Yep.
And,
wow. You're right. She will get the foul.
That's a tough call. It really is. That little arc that they have at the other levels, at the college level and the pro level.
Yeah.
That makes it a lot easier for officials, I think, because again, she would have been clearly in that arc, and I think if she would have been able to get out just a little further before she was in the act of shooting, I think she may have been able to get the charge call. But
yeah. Well, missing the first shot. Second one is off the mark also. Brigham will get the rebound. Missing those 2 shots was Murphy. And she was the one who started out rather hot in the first half, the first part of the ball game. Here's Hebner going down low to Brigham. No. Ball bouncing around. And we're going to get a foul here on Denali Hebner. Just coming in on the side and kind of clipped the arm or hand there, maybe.
Yeah, and that was more of a product of just good aggressive rebounding by Aquinas there. He really didn't do anything wrong. She was just in the wrong place and picked up the foul.
Shot way outside by Murphy, no. And Nelson trying to reach that ball as it was heading out of bounds. And she had to go after it because it was a Norseman who had last touched it. That goes out of bounds back to Aquinas underneath their own basket. This is always a tough defensive deal because you kind of got to do exactly, I think, what Brigham was doing. Nice job there defensively, though, on a 5-second call, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, and really not surprising. I mean, Westby, their half-court defense has been near perfect in this game so far.
looking at approach of 12:40 to go here in the game. Here's a three on the way. Looked good, a bit strong on the back of the rim, and a battle for the rebound. And it's going to go back to Aquinas. Kennedy Brigham in there again battling. She was battling, I think, was that number 14 in Gauger, I believe. Trying again, like you say. No, it was number 15, excuse me, in Neumeister. Murphy on over here to the near side. This is Silcox, and she got quite the layup, fingertip, and the bucket also.
Yeah, Hebner just a little bit late to the spot and kind of got her hip out in the way, and a good finish there by Silcox. She has pretty much been Aquinas' offense.
She seems to be the energizer bunny in a sense for the team. Being that the front person, if you want to call it that, the point guard. Here's Hansen, speaking of somebody with some energy. She picks up the rebound. Coming right back to Hansen. She looks over to the far side, comes up here instead to Nelson. Nelson up to the top of the key, and that bounce pass got away from Johnson. Well, a tough break right there for the Norsemen as they trail by 8. And you'd like to come back and answer with at least a bucket here. But instead, it's going to be Silcox, wouldn't you know, hitting a 3, and it's 26-15.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to expect Aquinas to, they haven't really shot the ball all that well either, and somebody's going to start making shots. And
yep.
There's one, and that was halfway down, and now another rebound for Brigham, and she's going to go back to the free throw line.
It just takes a special knack to kind of have a nose for the ball, and Brigham and Brooklyn Booty, I think, for that matter, too. They both have a tendency to get to the right spot.
Absolutely.
That is the 4th foul now on number 25 in Claire Morgan, and I believe she is going to come out of the ball game. So the Blue Gulls with one person in definite foul trouble. Shot missed, 26-16. 10-point advantage here for the Blue Gulls, and now an unforced error as Murphy throws the ball up high, and Silcox not able to reach that one. Inadvertent toss, to say the least. Here comes Nelson, looks to the left-hand side, bounce through, almost thrown away by Robson, and a good play just to get to the ball. We're going to get a foul here, I think, but you could see right away that Booty realized that Kennedy was wide open underneath the basket, but the defense created the foul. And that foul goes on 23 in Brixton. Shot is up, no good, and there's a nice rebound. That coming away to Brixton. Quick pass down the court, Silcox out on the wing, and there's another 3 by Murphy. Maddie Murphy with 3, and here comes a timeout for the Norsemen. 29-16 with 11:07 to go here. We'll do the same, be right back with more action from the Westby Fieldhouse. Maybe we'll come right back. I guess maybe we'll talk. We'll see if I can get it working. Oh, there it goes. Of course it would.
There you go.
And back we come here to today's ball game, a 4 o'clock start, early start of Saturday afternoon matinee, I guess you could say, Dan.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, nice to be back here in Westby and watching these kids play. And we got a good one here with the Lacrosse Aquinas Blue Goats. Score is 29-16, but it's been a battle. And only recently, the last couple of shots have been threes, and there they put up another 3. Booty comes away with a nice rebound, gets the ball over here to Nelson. Nelson comes quickly down the court here to Johnson, and then Hansen back up to Johnson. Johnson looking inside. There's a bounce pass from Henson into Booty, and she did a nice job of turning. And as you mentioned, Dan, being aggressive, looking for the basket, and she'll go to the line on the foul.
Yeah, I mean, that's what did everything right there and drew the foul. And when you do that, I mean, the defense either has to back off or they're going to foul you. If you're playing defense, it's a bad spot to let somebody catch the ball for sure.
Yeah. Booty hits the first one, a nice looking shot. Second one, and that's going to rattle in.
Yeah, that's good for her. I think she needed to see something go down. She's had them go halfway down and pop out all day long. So
yes. Here comes a drive. This is Robson short on the rim. Nice rebound there by Booty. She just reached up and snagged that one, took it away from everybody.
Yeah, she's got really good hands.
Yeah.
I mean,
skip pass over to Olsen. She tracks it down after it got behind her. She wants to go inside. That ball is tipped by Robson. Now we're going to get a foul there on Hansen. She really came across the wrist of Silcox there on that particular play.
Yeah, and 2 feet away from the ref, you just don't get away with it.
True.
There, and the fouls are, it's 5 for Westby, 4 for Aquinas. So each team is kind of settled in. And we had another unforced error by Aquinas.
So the turnover back to the Norsemen. Nelson will come back into the ballgame. She replaces Johnson as Audra will come out. Westby really doing a pretty good job of rotating the people through because they're trying to keep the pressure on the Blue Golds. Right now, that's an unforced error. Right back at the Norsemen.
This is kind of a tough spot here for Westby. The next few minutes, I think, can decide how this game's going to go. Either Aquinas is either going to maybe extend their lead or Westby's going to try to get some shots in the basket and get back into this thing. I think these next few minutes are going to tell us how the rest of the game's going to go. And there's Hansen with another.
Yeah,
I think they're going to get Hansen.
She was caught moving to her right side, and she moved right into the line of the dribble, so to speak. That'll be her 4th foul, I imagine.
It is her 4th, yeah.
So Cole will inbound to Silcox. Silcox looking over here on the near side. Back to Silcox from Murphy. Westby coming out a little bit further now because we've seen those 3-pointers. Now Robson kicks it out. Here's a 3. That's well off the mark. And coming away with it is Brigham, and here she comes. This is what we talked about before. You can get the rebound and come down the court dribbling yourself. You create some problems for that defense. After this offensive play, we'll turn the ball handling skills over to Dan Grass. Nice putback on the miss by Brooklyn Booty to pick up the bucket. It's 29-20. Here's Dan.
So Booty with 4 points in a row for Westby has brought him back to within 9 of Aquinas, and there's going to be a block on Brigham, I believe. That's just a good take there by, I should know her name by now, I've said
Kennedy?
it enough.
Kennedy.
The fouls on Brigham was a good take there by Silcox, Danica Silcox. I can't believe I didn't remember that one. She's been everywhere.
I was going to say, she's been all over.
Yeah. So she'll go to the line. I believe this will be a bonus situation, as that was a 17th foul on Westby. Over there, and she earns the bonus by hitting the first free throw. Aquinas has not had the same success at the free throw line that Westby has, for sure. They've shot quite a few of them, but they have not made the percentage that Westby has, for sure. She rolls that one in. 31-20. Possession's really starting to get important here for Westby. They're going to have to keep battling, get the ball in the hole, and there's going to be Not quite a turnover, but a jump ball. It's going to stay with Westby as they're going to inbound from the sideline. And we're going to get a timeout here, I believe, called by Coach Daines as he wants to. I think he knows this is going to be important. But we'll take a break and we'll be back in about 30 seconds. And we're back. Westby's inbounding sideline down 31-20, 8:25 left in the second half. Nelson grinding the offense, drives to middle. That's a beautiful drive, and then halfway down and gone again. Briggan with the rebound and the putback.
Well, nice position by Kennedy Briggan, but my goodness, you just have to feel for Megan Nelson.
Yeah.
That ball was all the way down.
It was a nice job by Brooklyn Booty there. She kind of sealed off that driving lane for Nelson, and and now we got a miscommunication and a turnover by Westby. Silcox. Now we got another miscommunication as players are all over the place now. That's Neumeister with the rebound, I believe. Westby retains. They're going to throw a three from the top. It's out. Good position, a good board by Briggan. Nelson brings the ball across the timeline. They got a little bit of a run out here. Briggan, she's going to take the three from the wing, and it's going to hit the back rim. Aquinas is going to rebound and start their offense.
Quite the
There's
series.
Silcox, and Nelson got her feet tangled up and fell into Silcox, and that's going to be a foul. That's number 8 on the team. Free throws coming for at least one free throw for Silcox.
That was quite the defensive offense series right there in that short 20-second
Right.
span. I had a lot of energy there.
We've seen that about 14 or 15 times this game, haven't we, Ken? A lot of defense. That free
Very
throw
much so.
misses, and it's going to. Someone's going to go to Westby. I think we're going to get an overturn here. I thought that went off at one of the Westby players. Refs are going to talk and find out if they're sure. And we're going to call it a jump ball, and Aquinas is going to get the ball. They couldn't. They both firmly disagreed with each other, I think, there, and they ended up with a jump ball.
Well, and when you're in that situation, you do exactly that. It's kind of like the jump ball situation, and it favors Aquinas.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why they went to 3 refs at the varsity level, because then you got that deciding vote.
There you go.
Aquinas looking to inbound. You get the ball in. We're going to dribble drive there, and there's a 19-footer put up, and that one rolls true for Charlie Gauger. That's her first bucket of the game, just inside the three-point line. Lead back to 11 for Aquinas. Nelson to the corner. Hebner thought about it. Little dribble drive to Briggan in the corner. She'll throw the three, and that doesn't misses, and Neumeister with the rebound. Aquinas has multiple ball handlers as well, it looks like, and there's going to be an errant pass, and that will be an over and back. But just like Westby, Aquinas says they're comfortable with several players starting their offense.
Yeah, that's such an advantage, like you said. As a coach, you got to feel pretty good about that.
Yes. So Westby starts offense. Nelson to Briggan on the wing. Nelson in the corner. Nelson back in the corner to Hebner, looking to reverse the basketball. There's a steal by Emineth. She finds Neumeister, who hits the nice little 12-footer. Or am I wrong on that? It's number 15? Yeah, Alexa Neumeister. That's her first bucket of the game. 35-22 now.
Wouldn't you like to be a coach in the sense that you could say, okay, we're going to draw up this play for this person. We're going to have plan B for this one and plan C for, everybody gets their own little chance to handle the ball and set up a play. That really keeps the girls involved.
Well, I think all the great coaches in this game over in history will always tell you that having really good players is very beneficial to being a good coach.
Let me tell you, that's all the sports. You're right.
Right.
I've always said, any of the whatever success that I had, it was because we had the athletes and the parents. They bought into what I was trying to shoot for, and philosophically, whatever it might be, and that is a godsend.
Right.
Makes it so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, there'd be a lot. Everybody'd want to coach if all the teams were talented and coachable, right?
Right.
Another errant pass.
And Megan just puts her hands to her head, kind of going, "Oh, what was I thinking of?"
Yeah.
But I think what happened was she just was in that motion of getting ready to throw the ball, and it was going to happen. And the recipient might have been Hebner, and she'd already made her move back down towards the baseline.
Right, and those are the kind of things especially happen. It happens more early in the season than late.
Yep.
There's a good-looking shot by Ameneth. She hits the three-pointer, and there, yeah, like we talked before, Ken. It was West was either going to start making some shots and make this a game, or Aquinas might run away with it. And so far, Aquinas is starting to run away a little bit.
Yeah.
It's 38-22. 5 minutes left, though. Westby will not quit. We'll see if they can make a push here. Aquinas, I'm guessing, will start to be maybe a little bit more deliberate on offense. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're working about waiting for the opening.
Well, they have the luxury of being able to wait.
They do. And then there's a steal by Johnson. That was great defense. Johnson's taking a look, take the right, passes to Nelson. Nelson takes it back over to the left. A great move. The shot does not fall. Hebner can't control the board, and here comes Aquinas. Boy, did everything right to make the shot once again for Westby. It was a great move by Nelson to go back to the left. Aquinas and we'll continue to work the ball around, and Westby's going to hope for another errant pass here. And what do we got? We're going to take a timeout for Aquinas. So 38-22 with 4:10 left in the ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Well, we might be back sooner.
I wasn't even paying attention.
I think I'm going to have to work on something here, but it wants to be stubborn with me, but that's all right. We'll make it. There, see, now it's going. It's got a mind of its own. It's like the three-point shot that rims out. That's the way my DVD player is right now.
Aquinas inbounded sideline. They worked the ball. They got around to Coulee. And not sure what the call is here. There's that. Stellner looks like she's coming off the floor. Her fourth foul. She knew that was. That is her fifth foul. I think the way Kenzie walked off the floor, I thought she knew that she was going to the bench one way or another there. So she picks up her fifth. Cole goes to the free throw line. Hits the first free throw. And you look at Aquinas, their free throw shooting hasn't been all that good, but in the last few minutes as they've started to hit shots as a team, their free throw shooting has gotten better as well. Not uncommon, really. She's true on both of her free throws. Johnson's going to bring the ball up for Westby, down 40-22. Brigham on the wing, gives to Hansen, into Booty. Booty can't handle the pass. Hansen all over the floor trying to get it, throws it. Tries to throw it out of there, gets tangled up in the feet. Hansen gets the steal, and then we're going to get a trap.
Oh, wow.
That's a tough break. I'm not sure she really had control enough of that ball to be considered a travel.
Right.
Not my decision.
But what a play there.
That was, yeah. That's the no quit that this Westby team has. We got another whistle, and Aquinas going to take another timeout, so we'll be back. Well, Aquinas brings the ball up over the timeline. That's Murphy. Going to give to Silcox and drive and misses the shot. Booty with the rebound. Kind of a quick shot there coming out of time. It was a good look for Aquinas. It didn't go. Johnson pulls up, misses the shot. Robinson with the rebound, and we're going to get a jump ball. We might get a reach-in foul there, but Aquinas is going to take possession. Westby drops back into their half-court defense. 3:23 remaining, 40-22. Aquinas. Silcox in the corner gives to Murphy. She's going to throw the three and miss, and there's Booty with another rebound. A couple of quick shots there for Aquinas. Westby looking to take advantage of that. Ebner in the corner gives to Brigham. Finds Booty underneath, wide open, and the layup goes. Good basketball there by Norseman.
Right. They needed to get that one. And
they did.
Now they just got to try and get that defense to shut them down a little bit. It's going to be tough to come back on this reality-wise, but whatever you can do to get back into it.
Hansen had great position there on that rebound. She draws the foul, and I believe it's going to be a bonus situation. Westby does not realize it yet.
That's the fifth foul, I believe, on 25.
It is. 25. Claire Morgan fouled out of the ball game. Hansen's going to go to the line for 2 shots. That's the 10th foul on Aquinas. 1 of 2 in the first half for Hansen. Officials talking with the scorekeepers about something. No bonus. Okay, I thought the Aquinas fouls added up awful fast there. I didn't realize, that they were up to their 10th for sure, and then it turns out, that was only their 6th.
Oh,
the
gosh.
Scoreboard had us wrong. I'm not a good enough scorekeeper to keep track of that myself. I was relying on the scoreboard. But, so no free throws for Hansen as Westby's going to bring the ball up, and an errant pass by Brigham goes over the head of Hansen, and a turnover. 2:32 remaining. Murphy brings the ball across the timeline. There's a steal by Johnson. Johnson brings it up with the left hand, trying to find Brigham in the middle, and that's an errant pass. It's going to stay with Westby as Robinson hit it out of bounds.
Well, stay tuned. The Varsity to come up here in just a little bit. Probably about 20 minutes or so after the conclusion of this game. So it'll be probably just a touch past that 5:30 mark, which was the earmark to start the game, but this one going a little longer than maybe people thought.
That was a good look by Silcox underneath. He's going to draw the foul on Booty, I believe. Number 23. For Aquinas, Alyssa Brickson is going to go to the line. Yeah, there's been a lot of fouls in this ball game, a lot of stoppages. So,
well, there was 24 fouls in the first half.
Right. 16 more in this half. A lot of free throws, a lot of stoppages. So misses them both. Got a great box out there on the shooter by Johnson, and the ball hit the ground before she even rebounded. That's a good box out when the ball hits the ground.
Right.
Not that you wanted to hit the ground, but Johansson looking to drive. Gives to Johnson. To Briggen, inside to Booty, outside. That's good inside-out work there, and Hebner gets it to go. Great pass by Booty, and a great entry pass by Hansen, and then a great immediate pass out to Hebner, who was open for the three. And now we're going to get a foul on Johnson, I believe.
Well, if you you hit that three, if you can pick up a stop. Unfortunately, the foul occurs. You come back down, hit another three. You're back to within 10. So you're getting into that 3 and 4 possessions.
Yeah,
which
I think short of fouling Silcox. Fouls aren't the worst thing here. I mean, if Westby wants to win this game and get back in and make it a chance, I mean, they're really going to have to stop the clock and make Aquinas earn it from the free throw line.
Right.
I think they should note that Silcox is not the one to foul.
True.
But that's going to be difficult as she handles the ball so much. And Aquinas knows who their free throw shooters are too. Here's Hebner from the baseline. Another one that just falls off the rim, and we're going to get a foul on Hansen there. And that was just a hard luck foul. I don't know, just feet got tangled, and I think that's going to be the 5th on Hansen as well.
Yeah, she's acting like it might be.
Well, they're going to, and Whitney's going to make them tell her she needs to leave the floor. Or did they not get? They must not have got. Must have got that on.
Well, it can't be on Johnson.
No, well, yeah, there they put up the 5th foul.
Yeah.
The officials kind of. I mean, I think you have to shoot a free throw before the player exits, I believe. But misses both the free throws, so there you go. And it's a turnover here. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay with Westby. Really got to take care of the basketball here. Down 15. It's going to take a miracle, I think, Ken. But
yeah,
we want to look to finish this game out strong. Maybe see a couple shots go in the hole. That's a good entry pass right there underneath. Great position.
Oh,
once again, the shot just does not go down, but she rebounds and draws the foul. Back to the free throw line. Is Briggen. Briggen's had a really nice game. First free throw is off the front rim. Substitutions now for Aquinas. Number 14, Charlie Gauger back into the ballgame. Briggen's second free throw is up. Back rimmed that one, and Robinson with the rebound. 1 minute to go. As Robinson drives, shows up the runner, doesn't go. Another scramble for the boards, and Briggen comes away with it. She's going to lead the break up the right sideline. Gives to Booty on the wing. Reverses Hebner to Olsen. Olsen bounce pass into Briggen on the post. That shot errant. And good job there by Booty to see that the ball was hung right out there, and she forces the jump ball. Ball will stay with Aquinas. 37 seconds to go. Denali going to pick up Robinson at half court. Robinson crosses over. Good ball handling there, and good defense there by Hebner. Just stayed back, kept her feet, almost forced the turnover. There's a block by Briggen. That's a double dribble that didn't get called. Is that wrong? Did I see that wrong?
No, I kind of thought of myself, but then I thought, well, I'm a wrestler. What do I know?
That's Gauger, I believe. Draws the foul, and she'll go to the line. And double bonus situation.
You actually made me feel pretty good, Dan. I was like, maybe I'm starting to get this. No.
First free throw is good. Second free throw rims out, and Booty with the strong rebound. And that's going to be a foul. As number 22 for Aquinas didn't really want to give up that ball, but was not in position, and you're not going to just rip it away from Brooklyn Booty. So she picks up the foul. So Booty will make the check to the end of the court, and she will get a 1-and-1. That's just the only 8th 8th team foul on Aquinas. Aquinas did a nice job in the second half of playing defense without fouling. You know, they had far fewer fouls for Aquinas than the first free throw. Off the back rim, nice touch, rolls in.
Well,
earns the bonus.
They were up to, they had twice as many as what they have right now.
Right.
There was 15, 16 fouls on them in that first half.
Yeah, no, that's a sign of a good basketball team. They saw what was happening and they made adjustments and was able to continue to play good defense without fouling. Free throws missed. The ball is on the floor. We're going to get another jump ball as Olsen scraps for it, tied up with Robinson. And that's going to stay with Westby. 8.5 seconds left. See if Westby can get a shot off the inbounds here. They're going to get one as Nelson catches. She gets a three, and that rims off. Booty with the rebound. That rims out. Brigham with the rebound. That rims out. And Booty with the rebound and scores at the buzzer. So typical there for Westby. They got about 6 offensive rebounds in the last 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Which means you're probably not making enough shots, but they hung in there. They battled hard and just didn't make enough shots here. As the final score, 45-30.
Let's take a quick 30-second break and come right back with Dan and the final scoring tallies of today's ball game. Well, we certainly hope that you've enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin Video Production LLC of Westby JV Girls Basketball. For Dan Grass, I'm Ken Manning saying thanks again, everyone. Stay tuned. Varsity coming up right around the corner in about 20 minutes. We'll see you then.